In today's video, we're unboxing and decorating our Christmas tree, sharing a few new Amazon home finds, and ending with a conversation on waiting, singleness, and marriage. Make sure you stay until the end. It's a good one. Hey y'all, welcome back to our channel.
What up, what up, what up?
Y'all, so today is so exciting because we just got our Christmas tree and y'all know what that means. Yes. Like, it's basically Christmas.
Basically, we done merged on over to the next holiday. Yes.
So y'all, we partnered with King of Christmas, and we just have to do the unboxing on camera because we are so excited. Are you excited, babe?
We always talked about this. What did I say last year?
What?
This year, we're going to have our own tree.
Yes.
Because in our last home, we didn't have enough space.
We did not have a space in our little apartment. So
yes.
Y'all, this is huge. We have a Christmas tree. And it's Carter's first Christmas, so
special.
So special. Okay.
And you get to just decorate as you choose.
As I choose.
Maybe I shouldn't say that too loud.
So that means we have to go shopping. We already have a few Christmas ornaments here that we got on our last home goods trip. So I can't wait to show you that. What else? We have to decorate. We have to get rid of all our fall stuff. I'm not ready yet. We're going to ease into it. We're going to ease into it, babe. We just have to put up the tree now. Okay. And then, y'all, I'm going to bring y'all on the journey of, like, planning of what I want to do around here. Steph did say that he wants, like, a burgundy Christmas. Mm-hmm. And I want our tree to be champagne gold. So, I mean, not champagne gold. Champagne gold. So we have to figure out how we're going to incorporate the two, which I know will be beautiful. I could just see the Christmas tree being this champagne gold. Yeah. Yes, Carter, you agree.
Carter, see.
And then we'll have accents of burgundy around the house in some kind of way. So, just so excited. Okay, y'all, babe, let's get into it. Let's see what we got. This is our first time seeing this tree, and it's gonna be y'all first time seeing it with us, so.
Check it out.
Merry Christmas!
You ready to see this tree?
Carter's your first Christmas tree. All right, you guys, so this is how it comes packaged. It had the bottom of the tree on top. Now, what's that?
Looks like the bag that it goes in.
Y'all say hello to Carter. Hi, Carter King. He's watching us put the tree up.
Carter.
So if y'all hear any baby sounds, him making a noise, yeah, he's definitely eating the real. Okay.
Carter, you put your bottle down?
Carter, can you drink your milk? Y'all, he knows how to feed him himself, but he's so nosy right now. He excited.
Like, what y'all doing?
All right.
All right.
So I have no idea if this is how all trees come packaged, but I love how they separated each, I guess, tier of the tree. So this is A, B, C, D. What makes it really easy for us to put up. All right, y'all, the Christmas tree is up. And it is so beautiful. We have been trying it out, sitting on the couch to see what it looks like. Please don't mind our house at the moment. Y'all know it's during the day and this is Carter's world. But it is perfect. Absolutely perfect. We love it.
I love it.
You love it?
Yeah, it's not too tall, not too short. Like, it's a perfect blend. I think that when we have the lights, like, and just all the decor, it's gonna, like, really make this area pop.
It really is.
Holiday-ish.
It really is. Y'all, it's perfect. It's perfect. It's perfect. So this is their alpine fir tree, and it's 8 inches. And I just really love the silhouette of this tree. Like, it's not too wide or bulky. Like, it still gives that airy feel that our home feels. So when I was looking for a tree, I just wanted something that would really complement our home, and this really does. And this, so they have a pre-lit tree, a pre-lit in this alpine fir, or they have the unlit, and we got the unlit because that's all they had available at the time. So hopefully, if y'all can, y'all should get the pre-lit one because we're gonna have to find some lights and I can't wait. I'm so excited.
You excited, baby?
Carter, you want to see your Christmas tree? Yeah. Okay, let's see. Look. His face. Carter, you got a Christmas tree. For Christmas this year, we're gonna be in Memphis. So this is another exciting part about the tree coming up sooner because we get to spend more time here, and we're gonna have a photo shoot. So we have to get it decorated before our photo shoot, our holiday shoot. We gonna have a Christmas shoot. We gonna have a Christmas shoot. Okay, y'all. Obviously, I'm so excited. Let us know. Look, it's only the first week of November. You guys, so as you can see, we decorated our tree last night and it is so beautiful. I am so proud of us. This is our first time decorating a tree together. This is my first Christmas tree as an adult. Oh my gosh, so I'm just so happy. Like, look at this, y'all. So I just want to show you guys what we did. So let's take a closer look. So we added a beautiful metallic ribbon. So we did metallic and then we did champagne. So my vision for this tree was like a champagne gold tree. And I feel like, you know, we kind of pulled it off. So these beautiful ornaments are from Costco, Home Goods, Amazon, and it really just came together so beautiful. So I did a mix of metallic, whites, champagne, gold, silver too, to just give it a little pop. And what do y'all think? So I will link all of these ornaments, if there's links that I can, to the description box below. I will link the tree as well. This is a King of Christmas tree, as you know, and yeah, so we have Amazon, Costco, Home Goods. I'll try to link everything or find similar items. I also want to show you some new Amazon finds that I found for our home. So I found this really nice utensil holder. It's black, ceramic, love it. It's practical and functional for every day, and it just ties well with these, what are these called? Cutting boards. So I love these different cutting boards, and I added a candle from Home Goods, and it smells so good, y'all. We need another one of these. One of our previous videos, I was saying how I wanted to add a cookbook in this here. Y'all, who am I? I'm just a wife and just a mom. I'm just a girl. So I added this cookbook holder. This is Martha Stewart's cookbook. And the reason I chose her cookbook was because of the neutral, how neutral it is. And it just looks so good on the counter. So if I ever wanted to close it, it'll be good. Or if I ever just wanted to show the spine, it's just that perfect nude color. There were other cookbooks that I wanted, but it was very colorful. And I'm just going for a neutral look in our home. And I put it on a page of a recipe that I cannot wait to try, this apple crumb pie, so y'all stay tuned. An apple crumb pie is coming. It just looks so good. And y'all, here is everything that I need. This is my matcha station. It's a matcha and tea station where I make me and Steph our matchas, our teas, our coffees, all the things. So found this on Amazon. This is a really nice ceramic bowl where you put your matcha, and it comes in a set. So it comes with the whisk to whisk your matcha, a holder for your matcha, and it comes with a little scooper to scoop your matcha out. You drop your matcha in there, and it also comes with a strainer that I put here. So yeah, y'all get your matcha, and then you scoop it, then you and then you oh no, then you do this, ow, and then you know right here you just pour. How cute, y'all! I am obsessed. I'm babe. How often am I here? I'm here multiple times a day.
Like 2 or 3 times a day.
2 or 3 times.
At minimum.
A minimum, okay? No, and that's when you home. Okay,
Exactly.
so there's times when he's not here, where it's just me and this tea. It's an electric tea kettle. Y'all, it's so easy. You just put it on its base, and you just press it down, and then it begins to boil the water, and then it just turns off by itself when the tea is ready. So this is my favorite, and I love this tea kettle because it is so sleek and it's so modern. It's just so nice. And then I love the little spinning wood tray that I found. Super cute. And then one last thing. Okay, so we have this beautiful Nathan James console. That was just the finishing touch to our dining table, and I added some garland for the holidays and these pretty gold reindeer that I found at Home Goods. And I'm gonna switch this out for a more festive candle. I think you go back to Home Goods to find one. And then y'all, really quick before my baby wakes up, I want to show you these cute straws that I got for all the matcha girls or women that just like nice straws. These are really nice. So I love that it comes in different shapes. So you got the little bend, then you have the straight ones, and you have where you can what is it called, where you clean it. So I love that. I'm gonna link this in the description box as well. Those teacups that I showed you, they come in a pair of 6. Let me see if I can show you guys. All right, but yeah, super cute. So, and I love them. They're really small. They're smaller than what I expected. I thought they were gonna be a little bigger, but perfect for teas, lattes, cappuccinos, espressos, all of that. So it's cute, it's dainty, and they just feel really good quality. I'm gonna link this, and I just wanted to let y'all know that I recently just started updating my Amazon store of everything that I recently purchased and everything that I'm going to purchase, because y'all know shopping is my new self-care and Amazon is my love language. So definitely check that out. And y'all, I'm about to redo everything in this house, and I'm so excited to just bring y'all on the journey and just share with y'all all the new things that I find. And like I said, everything will be in my Amazon store and in my LTK, so definitely follow me there. And yeah, y'all, if y'all see anything that y'all like, let me know. All right, you guys, so really quick, we have a little time to answer a question. So we said moving forward that at the end of our videos, we'll try to incorporate some marriage talk. We'll talk about marriage, singleness, motherhood, parenthood, fatherhood, all the hood. And so we can receive this question from one of our subscribers.
Oh.
Okay, we not put her name out there because I don't know if she wants.
Right.
I don't know. Anyway, it says, a question for one of your future car rides, but we're going to answer it now. What are some ways you strengthen your faith while you were waiting for the purpose of marriage to be fulfilled, especially when the wait is longer than you expected?
That's a good question, baby. So You
Who
want to go
going
first? That's always the question. The question with the question.
A question with the question. So, one thing that I would say is I intentionally surrounded myself with faith-minded people. So that really helped me because, you know, when you're on your journey, you're believing God for something, the right people in your ear really make a difference, because there were certain people I couldn't share like my struggles, my weight with, because they'd be like, you know, whatever, or it's not that serious, or it's not that deep, because their faith may not be in the same place where my faith is.
Right.
So surrounding myself with like talking to my best friend, talking to my mom, talking to my godmom, my aunties, or my close group of girlfriends that are believing God for their husband as well really helped. And we just encouraged each other. And my married friends encouraged me that God's timing is perfect. And you know, just kept putting that word in my ear. So I would say, one, get around a community of like-minded women that believe God. They'll believe God with you. They'll pray you through this season, and just continue to encourage you. Don't tell everybody your business. And if you do share something and you see that they don't have the faith that you do, then that should be the end of talking to them about that thing. Because it's so personal. It's a personal walk that only you can walk it out. And so you just want to be encouraged. You want your like support system, because it's really hard, because we don't know God's timing for a lot of things. And my people, they had to be faithful with me for years concerning that. So that's one. And then another thing that I would say, what is crazy, because last night, I was watching Sierra's Level Up Radio, right? And I just really thought about how when I was single, I remember seeing her journey, and she was talking about leveling up, and how she shared how she was believing in God for her husband, the things she prayed for. But I just remember her voicing it, sharing her faith for her husband and how she prayed. And I remember, as a single, hearing her testimony and seeing how her husband loved her out loud, you know, how he Russell loved Sierra, right? So I just remember just now being in my house with my husband and my baby, but I remember praying. I literally said, God, if you did it for Sierra,
right,
I know you can do it for me.
That's it.
And I don't know what her relationship with God looked like. Obviously she has one. But I remember how much I was praying, and how much I am a praying woman that's been on this faith walk with God. And it was like this full circle moment for me last night. And I just remember how you initiated that if God did it for us, he would do it for you. So like the importance of remembering that God is not a respecter of persons.
It's good, baby.
And how we say at the end of our videos that if God remember us, he will remember you, because he will. And that's just such a good reminder of God's faithfulness, that if God did it for Iman, if God did it for Steph, if God did it for so many people that you know that share their faith and their testimony of their prayer life and how God came through, surely he would do it for you, because it's the same God.
Same God.
You know, and
Same
he's so good. So, yeah, I guess that's my little 2 cents.
Woo! You didn't say it all. That was so good. I just remember how when I was single, I was believing God to just really show me who my wife was. And this was years. Like, it literally took 36 years for me to get married. And God is not, his timelines are way different than ours.
Right.
I wanted to get married at 30 years old. In my mind, 30 was the ideal phase for me, my level of maturity.
Wow.
So, it's interesting that we can set our own timelines, and we can say we're ready to manage a gift from God. So if you perceive it as a gift from God, then you have to make sure that you have the qualifications that only God sees. And so when I started to have this understanding, that's what gave me peace, that his promises are true. They are good, they are yea and amen. And if he said it, he's going to do it. So one thing I will say is what got me through is just having that inner knowing that God has my best interests,
Mm-hmm.
which comes down to trust.
Yes.
And I was brought up on this scripture that Proverbs 3, 5, and 6, it says, trust in the Lord with all thy heart and lean not into thy own understanding, but in all thy ways to acknowledge him, and he will direct your path. That desire to be married sets a whole new path to a whole new world. So if he said he's going to direct your path, that means he's going to orchestrate everything that's needed to get you to that place. And I hear a lot of people, this is not just towards like marriage, but this is when it comes down to a dream, a vision. A lot of people have desires, to see manifestation and things to become a reality. But where people go wrong is the misinterpretations of their seasons. And so, for someone might say, hey, I want to write a book. Okay, all right. What are you willing to do to write this book? Are you going to take time to research the topic? Are you going to, study it? Are you going to take time just to lay down the table of contents? Like, there's some tracks and things we have to lay down before we can see the full book.
That's good.
And I believe that sometimes God is just, while we're waiting on God, he's waiting on us.
Right. That's the one.
He's like, I got this desire, but he's like, wait, I got this desire. It is my good pleasure to give you the kingdom. That's what he said. He wants to give us the kingdom. A marriage is a format of what God wants to reveal his kingdom through. Mm-hmm. And so I believe that, without going too far into it, but I believe that God's ultimate purpose is to prepare us, which means that we have to trust the process of the preparation. And in order for us to do that, we just got to continue just put our faith in him, put our hope in him, know that he desires for us to be blessed. He desires for us to be prosperous. I'll never forget when I shared, my desire with my family, they would always encourage me. They would say, Stephon, just be patient. And it's like, that P word.
It's so annoying.
It's so annoying because
I'm tired of waiting.
I've been patient. How about
Right.
I've been patient?
I
have been patient. But, when God begins to bless you, when he remembers you and begins to shows up in your life in ways that you can imagine, I'm telling you, only God will be able to get the glory out of it.
Yeah.
And so that's why, time might be talking to you, your biologically nature, I should say it like this, your biological nature will be talking to you at times, but don't worry about that. He's got it all in control. And so I would say to you, whoever asked that question, just know that God's got your back. Your kingdom husband, because I know that was a woman that asked that question, right? Your kingdom husband is going to come in the right time, in the right season. We can't emphasize that enough. We cannot tell you when, but we can just tell you when you are waiting, don't wait and worry.
That's the one.
Wait in faith.
In faith. That's so good, babe. I do want to add this because when you gave the analogy of about the book,
Mm-hmm.
as a woman that was believing God for my husband, what helped me also strengthen my faith was, one, I was praying, right? I was praying to become the woman that I was praying to become the woman that my husband needed.
Mm-hmm.
And by faith, I believed that God was going to prepare me for that. So I was learning how to cook. It's more important than just learning how to cook and cleaning and all those things, but also just reading the word of what a woman with godly character embodied and what does she look like as a Proverbs 31 woman, like all of those things. And I was just very intentional about my prayer life with God because I knew that my husband and my future family was going to need me as a prayer warrior, as a woman that has faith, that could pray us through situations and circumstances and different seasons. Mm-hmm. So I was so deep into my prayer and into my Bible, into the word of God, and it says that faith comes by hearing. And so listening to different sermons that talk about marriage, I'll listen to Tony Evans or Bishop Jakes or Heather Lindsay, just all these different people I will listen to just to, just hear the more and more about marriage. Like I really leaned into my faith when it came to preparing for marriage. And so that was something that really strengthened me, because I felt like I was getting the word, and I would not only take what they said, but go to the scriptures so I could know it for myself. And that was just ways it really strengthened my faith, because I'm like, no, I'm preparing to be a wife. Like that's what season I'm in. And when I talk to my family, I'm going to be a wife. Like I am a wife. Like I am a wife, and I'm doing the work. Like I know that God needs me, like I know my husband needs me. I know my future family needs me. And this time, this single season, this is how I can prepare for it, by spending time with God and in his presence, because I knew that when I've had a husband or children, I wasn't going to have all that time as much as I did as a single, because the word really tells you that.
It tells you.
It literally tells you that your affairs, like your time is going to be split once you get married and have kids. So you can be so committed and so fully devoted to God in this season without any distractions. So yes, pray, and continue to keep praying, and just never stop believing, and just stay encouraged and knowing that God will give you the desires of your heart. And not just always lean into that scripture the most, that God said, as I delight myself in him, he will give me the desires of my heart. So long as I just keep worshiping and keep praying and keep believing and keep living this life of faith that he tells us to live, then he's going to move, but it's just going to be in his timing. And I wanted to be married at 25. I didn't get married till 30. What? I met you when I turned 29, but man, cause that's just that's so long it felt like to be in faith, and to just really just keep, like, how many days are within those 5 years? And I wanted to be married way before then, so it was about like 7 years I really started wanting to get married. Yeah. So all those days in between, it's just so long. Yeah. And it's a lot of like heartbreak, because during those times you meet different men and it looked like this could be it, or, all that. So you really just have to be encouraged and know that no matter what, that God wants the best for you. He wants you married more than you want to be married. He wants you married to the right person. So keep all that in mind. And I hope that we do a good job of just reminding you that he's faithful. Yeah, no, he is. And he's so faithful.
And as you were talking about just the when you said something about the my mind just went blank. It was something that had me thinking about how, as a man, like, you were ready, right? Mm-hmm. But as a man, I was not ready when you were praying 7 years.
Yeah, so sometimes it would be your fault to be the man fault.
I just thought about that. I couldn't remember exactly what you said that triggered me, but
I said I was praying to be married when I was 25.
When you were 25.
You didn't want to get married till you was 30. And we already have a big age gap. Exactly. Of 6 years?
Yeah, so that could have worked. That would have been 31 for me, But God had a different...
But you really wasn't ready then.
I wasn't ready at 31. So
you wanted to be married at 30, but you wasn't ready.
So a lot of times he could be preparing a partner too. Mm-hmm. So, but you can't see that. And that's what God has been showing me recently. I'm believing God for some big things as well. We are believing God for some big things as well. But a lot of times we don't see the orchestration of what God is doing. Yeah. We're caught up in this time capsule, and we have clocks.
Yeah, and he doesn't.
God doesn't have a clock. He doesn't have a solar system that keeps him, waiting on the next day or when the sun rises, go down. He's way beyond that. He's outside. So he's timeless. So when you think about, man, something like that, something supernatural stepping into the natural, you have to understand it from a perspective that God is at work. He's still working. When I was waiting, I was working. And so I took on the mentality like, okay, as I'm believing God for him to send me my wife, I'm going to get to work. Mm-hmm. Because sitting here thinking about the same topic is driving me crazy.
I'm sorry.
I have to think about every year the holidays. I have to think about Valentine's Day. I have to think about all of this. So, all right, let me just go in and get to work myself.
I laugh because I know your personality. And I know if someone's driving you crazy, you really can't take it. You're like, oh no, this is insanity. I'm gonna do something about this.
I can't tell you because in my mind, this is disorder. This ain't organized in the way that I have planned. You know, the Bible talks about many of the plans in a man's heart, but his plans that prevail.
Your plans weren't prevail.
My plans weren't prevailing. My plans were on halt. And so this is for those who feel like that your plans is on halt. It's not on halt, but it's at work. You just can't see it.
That's so real. That is so real because, like you mentioned, we're faith for things now. So this journey of faith, it never ends. Even after you get married, there's gonna be more things that you're believing God for. So this is just one portion of your life. And then when you get married, it's your faith and his faith. You gotta believe God for what you believe in God for.
Exactly.
And it's all these things that collide, and it's just so much. And I'm like, oh my God.
I know.
Like, it just feels even more intense because, like I said, it's your faith that now I have to have faith for as well.
Exactly. It's like both faiths combined.
You know, so you have to be ready for that. And that's what God does in your single season. Like, he really just strengthens your faith in this single because he knows, like, when you get married, there's going to be even more to come where you have to use your faith on a whole nother level.
Yeah.
So enjoy this time.
Enjoy this time.
Enjoy this time and know that in his timing, everything is going to be beautiful and it's going to be perfect.
Yes, it is. I remember wanting to finish up the building before we got married. You know, that was a thing for me as a single. I wanted to present my wife with something and say, hey, I've been working on this.
Oh, well, we have new subscribers, so they may not know what you're talking
about. So yeah, while I was single, my desire was to purchase an investment property. So we own a multi-unit building in which we have tenants and we are landlords. So I always wanted to, in my single time, I used to research businesses and especially in real estate. I'm in the real estate field. So I was looking at ways that could, you know, be a way to bringing income and also a way that we can start building some equity and then also a legacy. And so that's one of the things I wanted to do. And, you know, like she said, the Bible talks about when you get married, it'll be, you know, your time will be divided. So I wanted to make sure I got this done as a single. So, you know, because it's harder. It's a lot harder trying to, you know, navigate not just the dream, but you got to make sure your partner is comfortable with those different levels. And I didn't know I was going to marry a woman like Iman. I desired her, you know, but when I tell you, like, if I rethink my prayers, I wish I would have met you before. That way I can include you in certain decisions when it comes to like the building.
Really?
Yeah, because now the faith level is just different. Yeah, now we're on the opposite side and tenants are great. They're paying on time. We have no concerns there. But it's just one of those things now that it's another, you know, anytime God gives you something, you have to manage it. You know, so
why would you want me had been in the beginning process?
Because that way you can see it from the very beginning to understand like the level of faith that it took.
I saw all I needed to see. I saw it when it had no doors, no walls. It was just dust, concrete, and it was literally nothing.
It was a shell. It literally was.
It was just nothing. Literally nothing. No, nothing. It was just non-existent. But, so that's all I need to see. I feel like I came from the very beginning. I wasn't with you with the paperwork process.
Right. The acquisition part of it.
Yeah.
And just, you know, trying to see, all right, where's this money going to come from to pay this off? And That's a whole nother story about
That's a whole nother story.
how God did that.
God did it, and I remember, and that's one thing. That building probably was our biggest challenge in our marriage, because I was pregnant too when things start really picking up with the building. I'm like, Lord, y'all landlords, and y'all own property, then y'all know that it could be a lot.
Or if you're going through a rehab process.
A rehab process. Yes, that's what it was.
Full
it was
gut rehab.
Full gut rehab, and it was just a lot. It was a lot. But we made it through. We on the other side, and I thank God that through my single season that I had the level of faith that I had.
Right.
You know, and have been through some hard things. So when we experienced that in our marriage, it was like, okay, you know, I already had to have faith before to get over big things. And so we're able to navigate. But anyway, all we're really saying is we're always going to have to walk by faith and not by sight.
Yeah.
And so you just have to do it. You just have to do it in courage. You just have to do it knowing who your Father is.
Yeah. And I promise you, you're going to see when God finally sends your partner, you're going to see why you had to wait. It's going to become so clear, like, oh my gosh, like when I think about your background, you know, and how, you know, you were in the modeling industry, and then I was in the modeling industry, and then we was on, you know, the acting world. Just, we were on the same path, but in different ways. But just the fact that, you know, our passions kind of streamlined into us doing this, being on YouTube, you know, showing up, you know, just like being on camera. And I'm still in awe of what God has done.
No, it's literally, y'all, like the perfect match too. Like, even where we saw ourselves in the future, when we talked about it, when we met, it was so it was so in alignment. It just makes total sense.
Yeah.
And now us doing life together is just like, it's so in sync. It's so easy. And it's just like our graces just merged together, and we are able to do.
That's it.
You know, like we
That's
just so. God so orchestrated this thing to a T that he knew what he was doing. He knew why he had to prepare us for each other and why our life had to go in the direction that it did before we got together. So when he brought us together, it would just be this grace.
Yeah, that's so good.
Y'all, God is so good.
So good, so good.
But yeah, so y'all, wait, were you done?
Yeah, I mean, we can constantly talk about this, because I mean, again, this is 36 years of me waiting, and now I'm 39 now.
Yeah, I'm 33.
Yeah, so we can reflect and look back and just say, oh my gosh, I remember this, I remember that. So
we'll be on
we gonna continue this conversation in
I
another
know
video.
have so many more questions, and yeah, we want to continue to just answer them. We want to go deeper with you guys, and yeah, we're gonna incorporate it all. Like, you'll see our family and us living life, doing all the things, but we just want to also never lose that dialogue, that communication with you guys on real life things that are going on, and we're just here to serve.
Yes, we are. And as we always say, if God remembered us,
He'll
He'll remember
remember
you.